Salute. We back. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody in the building. The greatest chat in the world, and I mean that. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphk and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted and Graphk Show, whichever way you like to slice it.
Yes. Salute to my big bro, man. How you feeling, man?
Feel like shit.
Yeah. We're old, bro. We're old. Shoulders don't work. Heartburn is killing us. Back is just destroyed. But guess what, man? We're here. We're talking Raider football. There's nothing better to do in the world outside of spending time with our beautiful families, that is. But salute to everybody here, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. Pay your bar tabs, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, do us a favor, you guys. Hit that subscribe button, man. We are literally away, like very, very close to some next milestones, man. 25K is in range. And look, Waste is on his way to 15. Make sure you hit that sub button. It's free. It definitely helps us stay in the algorithm. It keeps the nation in tune with what we're doing over here at Shieldmore, man. Real quick, let me get some shout outs. Mo Money, Sweet Jazz, Our Brother Hug D's, Brave Raider, Rick is in the building, man. Space Beast, Caleb, Mondo. Salute to the membership gang also, non-members. Salute to all the new subscribers that I'm seeing already, man. And salute to everybody watching on Twitter as well. You already know, man. A lot to talk about today.
The great and powerful Johnny Kicknuts is back.
One of the greatest names in YouTube history. Johnny
Kicknuts
is in the
Johnny Kicknuts.
Yes. We already about 500 deep in the building, man. Salute to everybody. Real quick, before we get this thing flowing and going, let us know where you guys are watching, man. What city, what state? You at home? Are you at work? Are you at the side chick house? Are you at the side chick house? Where are y'all watching the show at, man? Let us know down in the comments section. I promise you guys, prime time, this show is going to be leather. It's going to be leather, man.
Hey, listen, my last show was leather too, man. Fuck out of
here. Yo, we got Phoenix in the building. Del Paso. I see you, man. I see the north side in the building. Salute to Dan, the best Raider content. We got Erie in the building. Sacktown, KC. Come on, man. Bay Area, Anaheim, Chicago, Albany. The nation is literally the nation. There's a reason why we call this thing the nation, and no other team in the world can call it that, because we are all over the place, man. I want to bring this up to you real quick. This had nothing to do with the show, but I just ran into like an interesting article. Everyone knows, Chicago Bears have a shit ton of capital, right? In free agency. They have a lot of draft picks. They're going to be able to potentially turn this thing around, in 1 year. I mean, let's keep it a buck. They had 7 wins last year, I think, Wasted. And they were kind of starting to stockpile some W's here and there. Like, they can add some pieces to that O-line, maybe potentially draft Caleb Williams, put some other pieces on the defensive line. It looks like they're going to keep Jalen Johnson around. Hurts my soul because that was my number one free agent. But an interesting thing came out right now, right before I went on. We always do our homework before we go live. And I seen, salute to SB Nation. This is a Chicago Bears Windy City gridiron, okay? Chicago Bears and Josh Jacobs have mutual interest. Another big money back linked to the Bears. ESPN, Pat the Designer, was joined by former Chicago Bears fullback and game day sideline reporter Jason McKee on Pat's recent The Chicago Bears podcast. And McKee dropped an interesting nugget about free agent running back Josh Jacobs. Josh would love to be in the Chicago Bears uniform, McKee said, adding there's mutual interest. McKee's source is his agent, who also happens to be Jacobs' agent. So there's likely something there. What do you think about this? Because they have a shit ton of money. Like you said, the agent, same agent. So it makes sense that he probably has something there. But is this just a situation where they're trying to create more leverage, trying to create, more, mass hysteria around Josh Jacobs' name in order to get the money, get the number that they specifically want? What do you think about this?
Yeah, I definitely do. I feel this is classic Josh Jacobs and his team. They do a lot of negotiating in the media. They do a lot of posturing and pandering in the media. They do a lot of social media stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be real with you. I was the guy on top of my soapbox all last offseason saying, hey, man, I want Josh Jacobs back. You got to bring him back. You got to bring him back. I'm going to tell you something, man. Tired of the corny shit.
Yeah.
I know he's trying to get his money, right? If
Yeah.
he can get his money, God bless him. He's been a great Raider. We'll always show him love, right?
Once a Raider. Yep.
But peace be with you, Josh.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the Raiders to cash you out, I don't think that's a smart move because, the market is the market, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But, if Chicago's going to give you what you want, go. See you. Yeah. And I don't mean to be disrespectful to what Josh has brought to the Raiders. I want him back because he's a leader in the locker room. But when it comes to cashing running backs out, when you're trying to build something, you don't want to hamstring yourself. The reason why the Patriots have always been viable, the reason why the Kansas City Chiefs are viable is because they are fluid with their salary cap.
Yeah.
They're fluid. They can make moves when it's time. They can move money around. What you don't want to do is you don't want to allocate resources to a commodity that is dropping by the day. So Josh Jacobs, if you're doing this to get everybody in mass hysteria so you can get your little long-term deal in Las Vegas, you can go and freeze your nuts off in Chicago.
Salute to our brother Wasted. I couldn't have said it any better, man. But, I get it. Running back, short shelf life. You want to get as much money as possible. I understand this connection, but I'm going to be real, y'all. It looks as though there is something here in terms of, like I said, the agent. It kind of makes sense. They're going to have to rebuild that O-line. They're going to, they don't even know who the quarterback's going to be at this point. Is it Justin Fields? Is it Caleb Williams? There's a lot of question marks around that offense. I think that defense is going to be okay. Chicago always puts out a pretty good defense or even a great defense. You know what I mean? I do believe they need an edge rusher, opposite side of Montez Sweat that can use another defensive tackle. But this is an interesting thing to monitor moving forward. We're going to hear a lot of Saquon Barkley because Saquon Barkley was also linked to the Chicago Bears also. And it makes sense. They need a running back, right? And, they have probably outside of it's them in New England. I think they have the most money, right? At this point.
Yeah.
So,
Saquon going to the Texans, bro. He tired of losing. Yeah,
I believe so too. And that would be a great pickup for them. 1-2 punch. Saquon. Then you have a Damian Pierce there that can help, ease the blow over there a little bit. Like Saquon doesn't have to be out there every rep. You got another great running back with the Texans. And then they're putting together a great defense. CJ Stroud is good. I think the Texans would be like number one. But keep an eye on Dallas as well, even though Poyer came out today and did say he would take a pay cut to stay in Dallas. He was dealing with some injuries last year, but I still don't look at Tony Poyer as a number one. So it's going to be interesting to see where Saquon goes. Salute to Arizona Tim, our guy. Appreciate you on a $20 special, brother. You think if the Raiders trade up to number 5, you think their strategy is to bet one of the top 3 is going to fall or have their pick of the next 4? I trade up to 4 or 5. For that, I think Penix and McCarthy will be gone by 10. Salute to Tim. I'm going to be real. If you move up to 5, I'm assuming that one of those top 3 guys fell. You know what I mean? And it could potentially be Drake May. I'm hearing a lot of talk about him potentially falling out of the top 3. There's even talks about Jaden Daniels falling out of the top 3 because of him, so-called telling the Commanders he wouldn't want to go there, telling New England he doesn't want to go there. So if you trade to 5, I think you already have someone in mind. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be real, y'all, and I think we beat this shit to death this offseason. It's going to cost a massive amount of draft capital to move up to do this. I think we just stay at 13. I think Penix is going to be available there. Or maybe Penix is still there in the late 20s. You can trade back, or you can just take the best player available there at 13 and then trade back up into the first to get Penix. I think that's that's a steal right there. But if you trade up there, I think you already have someone in mind, and I think that's Jaden Daniels. I don't really know what these guys think of Drake May at this point. There's been no ties.
Bro, what's funny to me, man? I just think it's funny, and I've been saying this shit. I'm going to say it again. I want you guys to get this through your head. Guys, gather around the fire. This is another wasted talent fireside chat. Listen to me. Just because in our heart of hearts we want a certain player, just because we want to trade up, doesn't mean the teams in the top 5, 10, 12, whatever want to fucking trade with us.
Yeah.
They might not want to trade with us. They probably don't. And I keep telling you guys, if we might not be the only team who view Jaden Daniels as a generational talent.
Yeah.
So if they view him as a generational talent, right, you look at what he's going to become, not what he actually is at this moment. So if you project Jaden Daniels to be one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL, how much would you guys give to have Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
How many picks would you give to have Joe Burrow?
Mm-hmm.
So then think about that. When you guys talk about we need to trade up, oh, no to this guy, no to that guy. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Hey, did you see what Max said? They asked him out in Vegas today about Jaden Daniels, right? And he said, I watched a lot of his tape. He's an extreme talent, you know what I mean? And I watched, a lot of his tape these past few seasons at LSU. He said, pretty much in a nutshell, though, you still have to get it done at the NFL level. It's a total different beast up here than it is down there.
Yeah.
Thought that was interesting, man, because, Max is another guy that smaller school, 4th round pick, ended up being a superstar. A lot of these guys, he even said, most of these Heisman Trophy guys, they don't pan out, right? Max always keeps it a buck. That's why I love what Max, I love what he says, baby, because he keeps it real at all times. Go ahead.
I gotta push back. You said most of these Heisman Trophy guys don't pan out. Now, what era are we talking about? Because we had a little run with Heisman Trophy guys. It was almost like almost like a jinx, right? But lately, you can't say that. You can't say that lately, man, because if you look at it, right?
Is there more busts at Heisman Trophy winners than non-Heisman Trophy?
I think it's more non-bust because if you look at it, right, it depends on, are we talking Heisman quarterbacks or are we talking Heisman running backs? You know what I'm saying? What are we talking here? Like, because if we're talking quarterbacks, right, let's go over the last, 10 years, right? Would you say that Kyler Murray is a bust or, you know what I'm saying? Or
up to this point, he hasn't lived up to the hype. But also remember this. I live in Texas. I live down the street from his high school, and he is a legend out here. So for him to not be able to get it done yet at the NFL level, I'm not going to say he's a bust at all, but he has not lived up to the hype, Wasted.
I don't think that Kyler Murray is a bust. He was a number
one. Is he a superstar?
Right now, he
the name.
No, it's not a name. He hasn't been in the league long. He's not a bust to me is Ryan Leaf. Like right off the bat.
Jamarcus Russell.
That's a bust. That's a bust. Kyler Murray's not a bust. Kyler Murray has played at a level where he's played phenomenal at times. You can't call him a bust. But you can't call Reggie Bush a bust. It's not a bust. Is he the best running back in football?
He was probably the greatest college football player of all time, and he went to the NFL and did not live up to the hype. He's a bust.
Yeah, but bro, that's not a bust.
How is that not a bust, bro?
That's not a bust because this is a guy who won a Super Bowl, played at a high level. That's not a fucking bust,
bro. You go from being this high-level collegiant guy to being Reggie.
F out of here. He didn't live up to your expectations, but doesn't make him a bust.
Anyone's expectations. What the fuck are you talking about?
Out of here. He's not a bust.
Oh,
Kyler Murray's not a bust.
I'm not saying Kyler Murray is. He's only a few years.
Let's keep going. A lot of these guys are not like what is like. Okay, let's look at guy. All right, Tim Tebow. Okay, bust. Not a bust, but nobody ever thought he was going to be any good anyway. Let's look at who.
Leather Gang. We need you to talk in the chat, man. Wasted out here.
Get the F out of here. Heisman Trophy. Let's go over the Heisman Trophy winners. Heisman Trophy winners.
While you pull those out, let me get these supers in. Ocean Boy, draft our guy, Ray Davis, because me and Wasted have been high on him also since day one. And he killed the combine, Wasted. We have
yes,
not.
He did. Yes, he did.
But he was definitely gaining a lot of momentum. There was a lot of talk around Ray Davis out there at the combine. So salute to Ocean Boy. That is our guy. I would love to end up with him. Salute to Wade. Jacobs leaves. Let's go grab Derrick Henry. That would be interesting. But I think Henry goes to Baltimore, and I think he still gets a nice chunk of change. I think at this point in Henry's career, he wants to win a Super Bowl, Wasted. I can see him cutting his contract up in half and maybe some heavily incentives, You know what I mean? But I think he wants to go to a perennial playoff team, and I think that's the Baltimore Ravens. They need another running back. I could see him going there, or potentially going to the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. All right. So let's do this Heisman thing.
Henry and White would be nice. Salute the lowrider.
So if we're talking Heisman quarterbacks, we're talking wide receivers. Okay, Bryce Young, it's too early to see whether he's a bust or not, right?
But year one.
That's
I know, but we're just going off of what happened though.
Not a bust yet. It's his first fucking year. You serious? Devontae Smith, Alabama wide receiver.
Graphk went to the playoffs in year one.
Graphk, get the F out of here, man.
Just say it, bro. Go ahead.
Yo, all right. Devontae Smith, too early to tell, but it's probably a bust, right? Joe Burrow, not a bust. Kyler Murray, not a bust. Baker Mayfield, not a bust. Lamar Jackson, not a bust. Derrick Henry, not a bust. Marcus Mariota,
Bust.
he had some good years. He made it to the playoffs. It's not a fucking bust. Jameis Winston, I don't think he's a bust. Johnny Manziel was a bust with a capital B.
So we're just not going to just.
RG3 is not a bust. RG3 was phenomenal until he got hurt.
1 year.
RG3 wasn't phenomenal at first.
1 year he was.
Bro, and then he got hurt that fucking year, bro. Cam Newton, not a bust. Mark Ingram, not a bust. Sam Bradford, okay player. You can call him a bust. I mean, whatever. Tim Tebow, bust.
Wait. So you're going to call Bradford a bust, but not Jameis Winston a bust?
Yo, listen, I don't think Sam Bradford's a bust. By your metric, I don't call him a bust.
So, right? but you called Sam Bradford a bust, but you didn't call Baker Mayfield a bust?
No, Baker Mayfield's not a bust.
I'm not saying he's a bust, but I'm saying he's not.
No, Sam Bradford's not a bust either. Yo, Tim Tebow, I guess a bust, whatever. Troy Smith, bust. Reggie Bush, not a bust. Matt Leinart, bust.
You gotta stop doing this shit.
Jason White, bust. Carson Palmer, not a bust. I mean, we're not gonna keep going. I mean, it's a bro. Like, all right, Winky Dinky Doo's a bust. Dave's a bust. Fucking Ricky Williams, not a bust. Charles Woodson, not a bust. Definitely fucking Hall of Famer. Danny Werfel, Eddie George, not a bust. The F out of here.
Salute to Fuck You, one of the greatest names in YouTube history. Appreciate you, brother. Salute to Rube as well. After doing some research, I think they brought James Craig in as OL because they are targeting Cushenberry, and I can definitely see that. There's some, there's a connection there. Damian Lewis, maybe both, but they both played together under Craig on that 2019 stacked LSU national championship roster. Salute to Rube, and everything's looking as though we're going to allow Andre James to walk in free agency, which I think is the right move to make. I think Wasted agrees with that as well.
I've been saying they need to kick him in on his ass on the way out.
Salute
Andre James, happy trails.
Salute to Rube on a $20 donation. Our dog. Salute to Raiders C. No more screaming, old man. Go get Jones. Draft Penix. Salute to my guy, Raiders C, man. Go get Penix, man. Michael Penix Jr., y'all. Michael Penix. Look,
I knew you liked Penix, Raiders C. Yeah.
Yo, let me see, man. Salute. Maybe we just have a difference of opinion. I'm not saying that Reggie, it's just he didn't live up to the hype.
But he's not a bust.
But he was supposed to be one of the greatest running backs of all time from what he did at the NFL level, bro.
Bro, that doesn't make him a fucking bust. He's not a bust. That just means that he didn't live up to his Hall of Fame lofty standards, but he was a serviceable and good NFL player. He was not a bust. A bust is Jamark. A bust is somebody who careens off the cliff and just sucks. Tim, you know what? Eric Crouch was a bust.
Did you say Devontae Smith was a bust?
I didn't say that. I said it's too early to tell.
Bro, he's a monster.
I said it's too early to tell.
But he's far from a bust. He's been productive every year of his career.
I know that. I'm just saying, but I'm not gonna say a guy.
So you're gonna say that Devontae Smith, we don't know yet, but you're saying Kyler Murray ain't a bust.
No, what I'm saying is that he's a wide receiver. I said no, he's not a bust, and I'm saying with all of these young guys that only been in the league for a couple of years, it's too early to tell. Devontae Smith is definitely not a bust. So, I just ran off fucking probably the last 10 of them guys, and how many of them were real bust?
Yeah, Visual Combo says, Graphk, stop letting our brother Waste to get away with this.
Visual. So Visual Combo. Let me ask you a question. Who did I name that wasn't a bust? Is that you can substantiate and tell me that's really a bust? The F out of here. Devontae Smith isn't a bust, right? Is he? Kyler Murray's not a
You
bust.
said it's too early to tell, and the dude has been productive every year.
What I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that I said he's not a bust, but it's too. I'm saying that about all like Bryce Young, the last 3-4 guys. Their careers are so young, so you don't know yet. You don't know whether they're gonna get hurt or what's gonna happen. But to me, he doesn't look like a bust.
Let's
I'm
move
not.
on.
So how the fuck? So let me ask you a question. How the fuck is RG3 a bust, yo?
Bro, because he had one great year and then he was a bust.
He got hurt.
Yes, I know that, but bro,
doesn't mean you're a bust. You just got hurt. You were unfortunate to get hurt.
I know, but he still did not end up being what we thought he would be coming out of Baylor. Yes, he got hurt. That sucks, bro. RG3 could have been great, but he ended up being a bust because he did not live up to the hype.
To me, a bust is a guy who's a bust because he just wasn't any good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Vince Young is a bust.
What did RG3 look like in year 2?
RG3 looked like a guy who got injured.
Okay. But they changed, their system. They tried to, kind of take away the formula that worked for RG3. We know what happened. We seen it, right? He did get hurt, but at the end of the day, he got hurt. At the end, it's like he still got hurt, but bro, he still did not have a long, illustrious career. He did not end up this guy that we thought he would be.
Yeah, but that doesn't make him a bust.
Oh,
when he was healthy, when he was healthy, he looked every bit the part. To me, a bust is a guy who comes in the league, right? And just like Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow, even though he was he tried hard, he's a good dude.
Won a playoff game. He did something that, one of our guys.
And he did, right? But Tim Tebow was a guy from the minute he came in, you knew that he wasn't going to have a long career because he wasn't any good.
Yeah.
To me, that's a bust. A guy that you draft like fucking Josh Heupel or one of these fucking, you know what I'm saying? These guys or Jason, like that's a bust. You know what I'm saying? That's a bust, or a guy who just doesn't get drafted, or you can't even call him bust and get drafted. But I'm just saying, like when you talk about Matt Leinart, it's a bust.
Clear.
Bust with a capital B.
Ended up being a journeyman.
That's a bust with a capital B. I can't call Reggie Bush a bust. And I used to call Reggie Bush Reggie Bust, joking around, right? That's what I used to call him, playing around with my friends. I was like, oh, Reggie Bust played around.
We have a difference of opinion, but you know what? We have to do a show. We don't have time tonight. We got to do a show surrounded around the bust title. I want to talk about this. Salute the fuck you. Bless up, fellas, again. Don't trade up. Draft best available at 13 or move down. Get Rattler, Chris Jones, Raider Nation for life. This offseason is going to be lit.
They're naming people who are Heisman Trophy winners, but David Carr is one of the biggest busts in the history of the National Football League. He is a bust with a capital B. If they had bust in a dictionary, they should put David Carr's face in a dictionary, and he should be smiling like he does on NFL Network. Bust. F him.
Rube is going to put his bid in over and over and over again. Per inside source, Raiders might trade Devontae Adams and Max for 10 first-round picks to select the greatest player in the draft, the one and only George Helani, the running back out of
the great George Helani, baby.
Let's go. I hope we end up with him just because Rube loves Helani. Salute to Graham. Can't waste the word of the day. Leniency. I like that. Salute to the 1,500 people in the building. Already, man, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, meaning hit them thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you anything. Salute to Mongo. Been a while. Much respect to you, G's. What do you think about Travis, the quarterback at Arizona State in the 4th? Was 12-0 before he got hurt, if I'm correct. Could be wrong. I think you're talking about Jordan Travis out of Florida State, right?
Yeah.
I'm not against that, you know what I mean? But I think there's just better options, Mongo. I don't want to go that route with Jordan Davis. I think that you need to upgrade the room, you know what I mean? And I think with where we're drafting, with all the draft capital that we have, if we end up with a Jordan Travis, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. When there's Michael Penix Jr. on the board, with there's JJ McCarthy's of the world, the Bo Nixes, if we end up with him or Spencer Rattler, if we end up with Jordan, no, I like Spencer Rattler. I'm just saying if he's on that list of those guys, but I don't want to end up with the likes of a Jordan Travis, me personally. But I know he's a good talent, you know what I mean? But me personally, coming off that injury, I want to upgrade that room. Salute to Mongo on the $5 donation. Salute to everybody here, man. Let me get these supers in real quick before we get to talking, because Buffalo's GM went ape shit today. Wasted. I know you've seen this, right?
Yeah, I saw it, man. He went crazy. He said everybody's unceremoniously blocked.
Yes,
F out of here.
He unceremoniously blocked everybody. Salute to Pride and Purpose. Would you guys say Rattler can be compared to a young Wilson? So if you put them two together, I love Penix's arm. I love how he spelled it out like this, so we didn't have to pause him. And accuracy, but just too fragile. And we've said this, Pride and Purpose. If you go get a Russell Wilson, I am all for. We've said this a million times. Wasted. Go get it. Go draft Spencer Rattler if you don't get a Michael Penix or one of these other guys, JJ McCarthy. I'm all for it. I think that Spencer Rattler would definitely be great learning under a Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys. Well, let me tell you something, man, about Michael Penix. Everybody's saying he's too fragile, right? The guy's played 2 straight years injury-free. You can't condemn a guy who had some injuries early in his life, being a young man, heals up, and moves on from it. It's the same thing with Frank Gore. Frank Gore had a long, illustrious, and durable-ass career, and everybody said, oh, you can't draft him. He got hurt in college. The shit happens. He recovered. It's not like he was hurt this year. Like, damn, man.
Salute to Top Beats, man. Our dog. I appreciate you, brother. Salute to all the new members, and salute to our big bro, Top Beats. Love you, brother. Appreciate you so much for what you do for our channels. It means the world to us. For real, for real. Salute to you. Salute to Willie. Trade Jacobs, you can't. You know, the franchise tag is over. You can't trade Jacobs at this point, Willie. Mayer in our first for the first pick, that's not going to happen. That's not enough. And either way, you can't trade Jacobs. You're going to keep I think you meant Mike. I think you meant Meyer, right? I think you're trying to say Meyer. This is not going to happen. Salute to Willie, though. Appreciate you, bro. You're going to have to give away more than that, and you cannot package up Josh Jacobs at this point. So to Marcus, bust, GOAT, and him. 3 misused terms in sports. Talk that shit, DeMarcus.
Thank you. Further.
So we both did.
Highlights my point. Thank you.
Hey, it does mine as well. Salute to DeMarcus, man. Salute to AD. 43 TDs in 9 years wasted. That's a bust. But if Reggie Bush is a bust because of failed expectations, RG3 for damn sure is a bust.
43 TDs in 9 years is a bust. Get the F out of here.
Salute to AD, my guy, man. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Raider Rios, don't bring Bo Jackson up in this. You're gonna hurt my point.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
No, but technically, right? Like I would never. I don't want to call Bo Jackson a bust, but bro, like he got hurt.
Yo, you got to do this show by yourself. You go sit up here and disrespect motherfucking Bo.
I'm not gonna call Bo Jackson a bust, but bro, he got injured and he never came back and he never got an opportunity to live up to the hype. Live up to the guy that we knew he could be. Am I saying anything wrong? I mean, come on, Florio. What's up? Mike Florio's in the building, y'all. Salute to Larry DM.
Raiders high.
Salute to Larry DM. And Wilkins is a red flag. He doubled his previous career high in sacks, 4.5 this year in his contract year. I'm not saying he's a red flag. I think he's only going to get better, Larry. And this is a guy that commands a lot of double teams, is going to help you so much in the run game. And he can get you multiple sacks a season. When's the last time you seen somebody dominant from the interior of our defensive line be able to stop the run and get to the quarterback? I understand the whole contract year thing, Larry, but I'm not going to go that far. Christian Wilkins is a dog. He's a dog. Go ahead, Wes.
Rav.
Here we go.
I'm not going to allow you to sit up here and put bust in the greatest athlete and fucking.
You're gonna go back to that?
Yes.
So you trying to
you don't ever talk about Bo.
You trying to get me canceled tonight? First of all, that's one of my favorite running backs of all time, bro. But
I'm not trying to get you canceled. You have to go and say, listen, he was injured, he was great, and he didn't live up to what he could have been because of injuries. But that does not make you a bust. I want you to admit that I am absolutely right. I am right.
Let's do this. RG3 and Bo Jackson are 2 totally different stories.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. Bo Jackson was a two-sport guy out of Auburn. Everyone knew how great this dude was since high school, before high school, how great of a talent this guy was. This is a totally different story than RG3, bro. Totally different. Let's stop that shit.
Bro, listen, it's a guy who didn't reach their potential because of injury. That is totally different. A bust is a guy that comes into the National Football League and sucks.
Comes and sucks. Relax, wasted.
Yo,
relax.
Don't try to pause your way out of this.
It is
wrong, effing wrong.
Man.
Listen, I wish that if we weren't on the same screen, I'd unceremoniously block you right now.
Salute to Jeffy. Listen, y'all, talk to more guys in the know than we do. Or you guys talk to more guys in the know than we do. AP moves the needle. I want to know just how much. Free agency feels like it's going to hit different. Also, I'm all in on JD. Send all the picks. Fuck them picks. Jesse, I am too. If these guys are sold on Jaden Daniels, go get their guy, right? And I do believe that it hits different because we haven't even talked about the situation at hand yet. And Jesse, I'm so thankful that you brought this up, okay? While you saying AP moves the needle. Salute to you on a $10 donation. We didn't talk about yet the Brandon Ayuk, the Jaden Daniels, Instagram live, okay? So there was an interesting guy that jumped into the chat, right? Brandon Ayuk was kind of like grilling his former quarterback at Arizona State, Jaden Daniels, okay? Just, hey, I heard you don't want to go here. I heard you don't want to go there. And Jaden Daniels wasn't, feeding into it. He was just like, y'all tripping, man. Y'all childish. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. But there was a specific running back in that comment section, Wasted. Did you see it?
Yes.
Do you know who that kid's name is?
That's your boy from Tampa Bay.
Rachaad White, right?
Yes, sir.
This is a guy, ran for 900 plus yards last year in Tampa Bay. A former Arizona State product, right? Another guy that's under that AP tree. And he said, everybody on this screen, including myself, is going to be a Raider. And he put up this emoji. The AP effect is real, bro. The AP effect is truly real. And mind you, this guy is under contract. He's in year 2 of his deal with Tampa Bay. Some people can say he's trolling. That is not a troll, dog. That is him saying, we're going to all end up being Raiders. At some point, it's going to happen.
Yeah, but is it going to be a point that is going to matter, right? And is it going to be a point that
I'm not worried about him being a Raider, but I'm worried about the other two. But
yeah, I know. But see, this is the thing about all of that, yo. You can want, like my father used to say, you can have a wish in one hand and a crap in the other and see which one comes first, right? You can want to be a Raider. You can talk about being a Raider, but you know what I'm saying? When you talk about it's going to happen, you could wish. You have to have other people make that happen a lot of times. They're going to have to want you. They're going to have to be in a position and all of that. It's too many moving parts of this shit to make sure that it's going to actually happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's the problem that I have with it. It's not like it's not like they're all free agents and they could just go with it.
No, not at all.
One kid's got to get drafted to the team.
One has to get through his 50 rounds.
So it's all these moving parts and all these other entities that have to be involved to make it happen, which makes me believe that it's all just fucking poppycock at this point.
But isn't it still cool to hear players of their potential, of their caliber, right, say this out loud about our head coach? You've never seen this with John Gruden. You've never seen this with other coaches, Jack Del Rio. You've never seen, like, these guys truly want to play for this guy. I just think it's so dope to see a superstar like Brandon Ayuk speaks, like his people are speaking for him. Best friend to LV, BA to LV, BA to LV. You're not seeing Ayuk telling these guys to shut up. He's being real. Like, look at Jaden. He where do you want, what city do you like the most? Atlanta? No, Vegas. He shouts him out at his Heisman Trophy. Like, these guys want to play for this guy. You know what I mean? I understand that it may be just gibberish at this point. I understand that, but it's still dope to see guys of this caliber speak this highly about wanting to play for our organization, because a few years ago, this wouldn't have happened, bro. It wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it's very, very new. It's alarming. It's not alarming, but it is enlightening for me, right, as a fan, because, we're the cool kids in the room again, and it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I hope that people that we can actually get here feel that same way. That would make me more hopeful. You know what I mean? Because these are guys who we don't have their bird rights. You got a kid that we might not ever get a chance to draft. And once he goes where he goes, that feeling might be there, but it's so many moving parts, man. It just is, man. I can't do anything with it. It's like, it's mental masturbation, right?
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
It really is, bro. I can't do nothing with that.
But I love that these guys are going to bat for each other, former ASU guys, and they want to play for their, former coach. Salute to LT. Damn, that default picture just scared the shit out of me, bro.
I know, bro. What them teeth, man?
Holy shit.
Some teeth over here, some teeth over there.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes Rattler ran the same 40 as AOC. The shit is scary. I'm not too much worried about 40, man, in the quarterback. I'm not worried about that, bro. I'm really not. Like I'm not really worried about that at all. Salute to LT on the $2 donation. Salute to PM. If Penix was a little bit more mobile, he'd be quarterback one.
Man, you know the thing with Michael Penix, you guys don't remember him in the end. Michael Penix is mobile in a sense where he's a traditional pocket passer, but he can move. He's not immobile. Yeah. Being a running quarterback and a mobile quarterback are two different things. Is he, freaking RG3? To bring him up again. Is he Lamar Jackson? No. But can he move and get out of trouble? Yes. So to me, that makes him mobile.
Yeah. Nah, so y'all talking about, I did not say Bo was a bust. I just say he did not live up to that, because he was hurt. That's all I'm saying. Salute to a PM on a $2 donation. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you guys hit them thumbs up, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Salute to Rube as well once again. Should we go back-to-back Liz Frank selections with Tyree last year and Kool-Aid in the later rounds wasted? I expect better from you. Like, for real, come on. Be the role model we expect you to be. For the children wasted. For the children.
He putting the chitlins into it, man. Ruben Russ, with the F, Ruben Russ, what have I done? I don't want Kool-Aid. F him.
Yo, talk that shit, bro. Thoughts on drafting Fisk from FSU? I would love it. I would love it too,
bro.
He's a Raider. Like that motor is endless. If you put him in the middle of that defensive line, Malcolm Kuntz and Max Crosby are going to eat, and Fisk is going to eat. The guy does not stop. That is the endless motor. If we somehow, some way end up with Fisk, I am perfectly okay with that. The guy's a dog, especially if he's there in the second round. If we identified a quarterback in the first round and we could somehow, some way end up with Fisk in the second, that would be a beautiful, beautiful way to go about this way in the draft. Let me see. Damn, the chat is lit tonight. Salute to the 1,700 people in the building. Salute to you guys, as always. Let me see. Salute to JJ. Wasted. It's like saying Alex Leatherwood wasn't a bust.
That's not the same, bro. Alex Leatherwood is a bust with a capital B. Get the F out of here, JJ Garcia.
Wasted. Pause.
Raiders C. I got dirt on you, doggy. Raiders C has been coming for me for a week.
Oh, hey, yo!
Yo, don't try this. Listen, Graphk.
Try. Bro, you just paused.
Listen, the pause shit is weak, bro.
Oh, my God.
Get the F out of here with that. Get out of here with that. All right, so we doing that? Listen, bro, I told you, bro. You know I am the king of catching you in the pause-worthy Olympics. Get the F out of here with that.
Bro, yeah. Hey, yo, so let's just act like that didn't happen. Salute to Out the House. No, Out the House. Kings light the beam tonight, baby. Even though we've been losing to terrible teams, we've been beating good ones. Salute to Out the House on the $2 donation. Salute to OJ in the building. If you believe he's your guy, go get him. Scared money don't make no money. All money in. Salute to Nick Nelson.
Go get what? Get the fuck out of here with that. Everybody keeps saying, go get him. You don't think they're trying to trade up? There was rumors that them in Atlanta are trying to trade up. You have to have a willing participant to participate in the trade. The F out of here.
Hey, it looks like Atlanta's going all in on Kirk Cousins. That's the word around town right now. So we shall see. But I don't know. Salute to Hug, man. As always, my dog, man. Salute to all the new members in the building. Hug is definitely one of the GOATs over here, Shieldmore, man. Salute to Cali boy. Love y'all guys. Who do you think we're gonna bless you? We're gonna end up with at quarterback. We also need a good corner. The time is fucking now. We needed to be a playoff team now, not later. Salute to Cali boy. Let's just do a prediction right now. I got Michael Penix Jr. being a Raider. Wasted. What do you have? If the draft was tomorrow.
Same. I got Penix being a Raider because I just don't see a way we get into that rarefied top 3 air. Yeah. And then the thing about with the guy we want, he's probably the second pick. Yeah. So you got to get all the way up to 2 from 13. Penix seems like the guy. I know that Champ Kelly is very, very high on Michael Penix. Yeah. Champ Kelly's very, very high on him, and I know Tom Telesco leans on Champ Kelly. To be honest with you, Michael Penix, like your life depended on it.
Top Beast, talk that shit. Doc's just 1 round. 3, 2, 1. Docs, talk. So the PM, he says, anyone ever told Wasted he looked like Wood Harris?
Y'all say I look like every brown-skinned black man that's ever been created.
I see my brother Leon in the building, man. Salute to James Moore as well. Salute Graphk and Wasted. Salute to our brother, man. Let me see. Salute to Rudy, the vet. I know y'all hate DC4. We don't hate him. We just hate the people that gargle him. I know y'all hate him, but this is year 2 of the QB carousel, and I hate it. Hope we don't waste what could have been a great defense over the next few years chasing quarterbacks. Salute to Rudy. And look, man, this is the time to identify a quarterback, Rudy. Like we tried with the previous guy for nine seasons. It didn't work. It's time to move on and keep it moving. Salute to Rudy, though, on the $10 donation. Robert, I'm not putting that up on the screen. I will never, ever say that shit out loud. Salute to you, though.
Let me see what the F he's saying.
No, it was some Lakers shit. Salute to my boy John Forte. My two brothers, keeping it real. Can't wait for free agency to start. Bo would have been best running back ever. I agree. Size, power, and speed. I've not seen anything since. Average 2 TDs a game and over 5 yards a carry. That shit is leather. It's leather. Facts. Look.
Size, power, and speed. That's what she said. Oh, bang zoom, everyone.
Salute to Nova. Wasted, you remind me of Ace. Oh, damn, bro. Everybody's saying you look like Wood Harris, bro.
Oh my God, bro. It's Wood Harris, a LL, or something.
Yo, I'm moving different, B.
You know what I'm saying? I'm moving different. yo, what Kim say? So you tough, right?
You tough, right? I'm supposed to get shot every day, B. You know what I'm saying? Salute, man, to Nova. Salute to Robert. Laugh out. I love you, Wasted and Graphk. I'm a newish viewer, but have been here every video. Salute to you, Robert.
Appreciate you, Robert Stewart, man. Yo, shout out to Robert Stewart, man. Shout out to him too. He was on Instagram sending me the mock drafts and everything. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, salute. And salute to DeMarcus. I love this perfect transition. DeMarcus is the GOAT. Von Miller about to cry in the car. So pretty much they restructured his deal. I think they gave him $8 million for this upcoming season with a lot of heavy incentives. He had a terrible year for Buffalo last year. I think he didn't even have 1 sack. Wasted. Like, real talk. Like, that's bad. But Buffalo just literally went out and said, you know what? It's time to make some moves. It's time to free up a bunch of money. Bro, they just freed up damn near $40 million. Okay. Salute to Adam Schefter. The Bills cut safety Jordan Poyer. That is a name to keep an eye on, right? Because we were looking at him a year ago. He has ties to Las Vegas. I could definitely see, I like what we have at the safety position. I do. I think that we need to see more Chris Smith in year 2, but I would not be against bringing in the talent of Jordan Poyer. Center Mitch Morrissey, this is a guy that was, I believe, a Pro Bowler 2 years ago or a year ago, right? In 2022, I believe, 2021, 2022. So this is a starter that can get it done for you. They got rid of the starting center. They got rid of Siren Neal, their other corner. They got rid of wide receiver Deontay Hardy, running back Nyheim Hines, which I think he had a season-ending injury. But they created $25 million with that, and then they released Tre'Davious White, freeing up another $10.2 million. I know a lot of people are online screaming for his services, former Pro Bowler, blah, blah, blah. I'll be real, y'all. This guy's getting up there in age, and he has not been healthy. I think he's played like 10 games in like the past 2 seasons. If he came in on a nice veteran 1 year or 1 year type deal, like prove it type deal, would you look at Tre'Davious White?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Why not?
This is a guy that played at a Pro Bowl level, was one of the better corners in football. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't take a flyer on a guy like that if it was a 1 year prove it deal with a trap door in it, so we can get out of it. I'm talking about one of those New England kind of deals.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So do you convert Nate Hobbs to the perimeter and you just insert White into the slot?
No. Because what you could do is, it depends on the formation. It could be interchangeable. It wouldn't be something to where I'd pencil him in the slot permanently because Nate Hobbs, that's where he eats. Nate Hobbs is essentially like a will linebacker for us. He's our best tackler out of our secondary. Tre'Davious White, he's a guy that I would use him in matchups. But bringing him in, he wouldn't be a guy that I would lean on and pencil him in to be a starter. He would be, he would play the Amik Robertson role.
You may get 6-7 games out of him.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you use him the right way and you're not featuring him and use him in that Amik Robertson kind of capacity, you might get a whole season out of him.
That's interesting. I don't think you bring in a talent like that to utilize him like Amik Robertson, but I think you're on to something, though. Like, to be real, like you may be able to do that.
I'm always on something because this is a guy who is injured. So that kind of talent, you're viewing him from the prism of what he was at his height. we don't know if he'll ever get there because he's so injury prone. So now you got to keep him on more of a snap count kind of a thing. So if you're not featuring him in your defense, you're going to get the best of him without him getting hurt, hopefully, if he's not on the field all the time. But Mitch Morse is the guy I will probably pick. That'd be the pick of the litter for me, you know?
Yeah, it would be him first, and then I would be looking at Jordan Poyer as safety. I don't want to bring in a Tre'Davious. I think we have Nate Hobbs already there, penciled in the slot. I'm cool with him being there. I think he's going to have a big year this year. But yeah, Morris is definitely a guy to keep an eye on to bring in as a starting safety moving forward. Salute to 11. Draft Fisk, Big Cat in free agency, Kuntz, Tyree, and Max. That is a cold defensive line. 11. You may be on to something, family. Salute to the 1,700 plus people in the building, and salute to Sweet Jazz on donating 5 Raider Nation Unlimited memberships. We appreciate you, Sweet Jazz, as always. And because of you guys, in a minute, everybody's going to be members, and we appreciate y'all for that. For real. That means a lot. What's our record if we get Jones, Penix, and a star corner? Look, the thing is this, see, what does the O-line look like? It's great to have Chris Jones. That defense would be crazy. And then you bring in a star corner. I mean, that defense is going to be one of the best defenses in the NFL. What's that O-line look like?
Yeah, facts.
Who are you protecting Penix's blind side? Because now you have to have a great right tackle, right? So you have to have somebody that can protect him because he's a lefty. What does the O-line look like? I need more. I need to see more in order to, like, that is great. That's great. You have a star corner, Jones. That defense is going to play phenomenal. But what does the O look like? Who's running the football? Is Josh back? Because a rookie needs a great run game. Is Mayer going to take that next step? Because, a tight end is a rookie quarterback's security blanket, right? And a run game. I need a little bit more, Raiders C, in terms of, I can't give you a actual, record with that. I need to see more, elaborate a little bit more. Let me see. Salute to Sniper in the building, man. Flashy players get the most notoriety, and I get it. But I'm very curious to see who our center will be. Vital move considering he'll likely be a rookie quarterback. Salute to Sniper Jones, one of Twitter's finest. Our guy, Sniper, man, in the building, man. Mike Luffy, what's good, King? Let me see. If we're going Penix, trade back in the first, grab him with 13, grab a monster. I see it. And there's going to be a lot of talent there at 13.
Yeah, I got to understand something, y'all. You got certain quarterbacks that the consensus of the league don't have a first-round grade on. But in this draft, probably say, being conservative, 5 guys got a first-round grade on them, and probably 6, right? So if this draft goes chalk, right, and it's quarterback, gone. Everybody thinking that you're going to sit there and wait to the 20s to get one of the 3 that are left remaining, and then you might not want to draft 2 of them. You might only believe that one of them are draftable for you. Yeah. So then now, wherever you are, you got to go and get them because, dude, you got to realize something. Take the 3 teams out of the equation. Take the Bears out of the equation. And the Bears don't actually need a quarterback. Mm-hmm. And that's the crazy part of it. The Bears don't really – they're in a way better quarterback situation than a lot of people. They got the number 1 pick. But the Bears are going to go quarterback. The Redskins need a quarterback. And I call them the Redskins. My bad. I'm old.
It's what it is.
The Patriots need a quarterback. And these 3 teams have people that could possibly stay there. You can wrap your mind around it. But there are teams that aren't in the top 3 who definitely need a quarterback. And then you got a team in the New York Giants who don't want Daniel Jones. I just heard a report today. They want him out of there. Yeah. Right? So, dude, you got
I don't know how they're going to pull that off.
I don't know. They're all of the money, right? You got them. You got Denver.
They let Xavier McKinney walk in free agent. They didn't put the tag on him. So they're probably trying to free up some money to make sure that they can move on from him. But you're right.
Yeah, but you got Washington. You got not Washington. So you got the Minnesota Vikings. You got the Atlanta Falcons. You got some
Minnesota's at 11, right?
Huh?
They're at 11. Minnesota, they're in front of us.
Yeah, they're in front of us. Denver's in front of us.
Yep.
Atlanta's at 8. The Giants are at 5. There are some teams. There's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks, bro. And then you have other teams that are behind us that might try to move up as well.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, Michael Penix, you got to take him probably before 13.
I'm not even, look, I have to agree with you, bro. In a perfect world, you can take the best talent available at 13 and trade back into the first to get him, but you may be right. Salute to Raider War Report. Tyron's not going to move to right tackle at this point, bro. He's played his career predominantly left tackle at Dallas. There's no reason. I know he's getting up there in age, but I don't see him converting to right tackle. He'll get a job.
He's a better left tackle than we have any goddamn way.
Man, I mean, well, at this point,
Tyron Smith, bro, was on the trajectory to be a fucking Hall of Fame left tackle.
No, definitely.
He's been one of the 2 or 3 best tackles in football when healthy. So he's not gonna acquiesce to Colt Miller. He's gonna go somewhere we can start.
Yeah. Hey, WI, you ain't never lied. I know you're talking about Fisk, right?
Yeah.
Dog. Salute to you on the $2 day. Salute to Lord Buddy. If we can't trade it for a quarterback, do you think we should take PBA at 13 or trade back and try to get some extra picks? And as always, Tom Fumble Brady. Salute to Lord Buddy Bear. Look, man, I think Tom Telesco has kind of had a track record of taking best player available at 13. If he feels that Michael Penix, if he's available, is the best player available, I think he's going to take him. If he thinks that Byron Murphy is the best player available, he's going to take him. And if Penix is still on the board or one of those quarterbacks, if they potentially are, let's just say they are, I think he would move back up into the first round to go identify one of them.
Yeah,
you know
he definitely would. But I think that you guys got to realize the grading system, right? Best player available and best quarterback available are 2 different things, right? Yeah. If you know you need a quarterback, right, you might have Marvin Harrison Jr. ranked over your quarterback.
Yeah.
But our team wouldn't take him. They would take the quarterback because that's what they need.
Mm-hmm.
So it's need over best player available. So there are a lot of different caveats to this.
Yeah. Hey, Slaps, me personally, we just talked about Tre'Davious White. I don't need him. I don't want him. I'm going to be honest. He's getting up there. He's always hurt. We have Nate Hobbs in the slot. If we're going to go get an aging corner, I'm looking at a Xavier Howard potentially or a Stephon Gilmore. You know, guys that'll come in and play from day one, and you don't have to worry about these guys only being out there potentially 5-6 games a season.
It's a fit.
Fit. Yeah, it fits.
Tre'Davious White, the fit doesn't line up like an Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard comes in day one. He is a starting corner on the outside, and there's no 2 ways around that.
Yep. Salute to Dame Dollar. Would you move up to 10 and trade with the Eagles for JJ? Well, you know, I know Wasted is pretty high on JJ McCarthy. Not to say this. There was like 4 to 6 potential overthrows that he had at the combine. It's just the Underwear Olympics, but I'm gonna be real. There was some ugly throws. But outside of that, he did throw pretty well. I'm gonna be honest. I watched him on the sideline the whole day too. Wasted. JJ McCarthy can throw the football, dog. He could throw the fucking football. And his stock is only rising. There's even people saying right now that he'll potentially be the 3rd quarterback off the board. He may be a top 3 guy.
I think he could be too, because if I'm being honest, right, what's the difference between him and Drake May?
At this point,
because it's really just potential, right? Drake May didn't light the world on fire in North Carolina.
Well, the thing is this. We're going off of JJ McCarthy having a national championship, right? He had one of the greatest defenses in the nation. He had Blake Corum at running back. They even had the other kid. What's the other kid? They had a 1-2 punch at the running back position. They had some wide receiver. He had a lot of shit around him, bro. Drake May didn't have that. So I can't say that JJ McCarthy's on the same. I can say that JJ's a proven winner. He's only lost 1 game, I believe, in college.
But what I mean is that when you look at their body of work, right, and you look at the prospects, they're too big, like 6'2", 6'3", athletic, strong arm quarterbacks who have a lot of potential. Yes. So I'm just talking about as a prospect. But when you're talking about their college careers, it's 2 different situations, because Jim Harbaugh historically does not have quarterbacks that light it up.
Yeah,
he doesn't, right? Like even when he was in the NFL, the way his offense is very, run heavy and old pro style offense. Very, you could tell that he was coached by Bo Schembechler and Mike Ditka. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't think that JJ McCarthy with someone else would have put those numbers up. He might have lit it up. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying is when you get them 2 guys next to each other, there's not a whole lot separated. You talk about arm strength, mobility, size, things like that. Because this is essentially what you're drafting Drake May for. Mm-hmm. You're drafting him for the archetype of what kind of quarterback he is. I can see people wanting JJ McCarthy in the same vein.
Well, let me ask you. Let me just say this. If he's their guy, if he's our guy, if Tom Telesco and AP want JJ McCarthy, I'm definitely moving up to 10 and getting him if he's available. But what do you feel about moving up to 10 with the Eagles letting them trade back 3 spots. It probably wouldn't cost us nothing, but maybe a third, something like that.
Hey man, if that means that you get the quarterback of the future, then you couldn't. That draft pick means nothing because you can get that back too. And that's another thing. It's not hard to get a 3rd round pick. You get compensatory 3rd rounders sometimes.
Yeah, hell yeah. Salute the Rube. Could you see the Giants taking JJ as the Ball's next raw quarterback project? If that happens and the Donkeys panic for a QB like Knicks, top 5 to 8 talent could slide. This is facts. But I can definitely, he does kind of look like a DeBall type guy.
Yeah.
To be real, I can definitely, that big body quarterback, you know what I mean? Man, Rube, you may be onto something here, bro. They may look at JJ there. That's interesting. I can definitely.
The Giants, there's rumors the Giants, he's not on to nothing. That's what's floating around the New York media.
Okay. I haven't seen anything in terms of JJ.
No, the Giants are definitely, that's the name. When I said they're going to move on with Daniel Jones, that's the name that everyone is saying. It's JJ McCarthy. That's who they want.
Okay. Salute to C. Gabe Go. On a $5 donation. What's the worst case scenario if we're up at 44 with no QB besides AOC? Maybe 5 QBs gone by then. Well, I mean, hey, C. Gabe, go. If let's just say Penix is off the board, Bo Nix is off the board, then you look at the next wave of guys, which I think Spencer Rattler belongs in that wave of guys. Like maybe you look at Spencer Rattler. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you look at the young kid, out of Tulane in maybe the 3rd round. But me personally, that would be nasty. Look, you know what? Let me do this. We don't even know what we're doing yet. Free agency opens up next week, right? What if we get a veteran? Then we're going to be having a whole different conversation here. Be a whole nother conversation here. Maybe you don't have to take, a quarterback that early. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know. And next week we're going to get all our answers on how we're going to approach this draft because about how we approach free agency.
Yeah, free agency is always the tell. That's the tell. And it's the tell too based off of how these other teams are going to react, right? So the Chicago Bears, that's the time where if you were going to make a move to get into that ilk, right? Or the Commandos, right? Let me stop butchering that name. Yo, even them, you could see in free agency, if there's a trade that could possibly be made, it should probably be made around that time, right?
Yeah. Salute to C. Gabe Go, though. But I think Spencer Rattler be on the board at that point, and I wouldn't be mad if we already got a stout defensive tackle or a potential shutdown corner at 13. Salute to 10 Commandments, man. We need information on McCall, Fluker. We still got DJ Fluker. People tend to forget. And Don Wagner. Their progress can heavily influence our free agent and draft targets. If they are showing progress, I would love to go corner in the 1st round and QB in the 2nd. 10 Commandments, great comment. And I said this the other day about a few guys that I'm looking forward to seeing their progress. And you mentioned 2 of them. I forgot about Fluker.
He's been injured for so long, I can't even put him into the equation.
I know. He's in great shape, but that doesn't really mean anything.
Bro, yeah. So you got to look at him once camp starts and stuff, whether he even makes it.
Yeah.
If he's healthy enough to get past. Like, we think about DJ Fluker, who he used to be. Now, the one good thing is you got a guy in Tom Telesco who I think drafted him.
I believe so.
So, let's look at that.
We shall see, man. Salute to 10 Commandments. Great comment. But yes, you're right. We need to see more. We got to get more information on McCall. That I think he can be that big nose tackle that we need. He can definitely help this defensive line. And then, with Don Wagner, we're all just expecting something from him because of the measurables. And he played really great at Arkansas. So, but he was on an IR all last season. We shall see in the offseason what he looks like. Salute to Ben also. If we can get Williams at D tackle, Terry and Arnold at corner, Jenkins at nose guard, good luck moving the ball on us. Man. Big Cat, Terry and Arnold, which is becoming one of my favorite corners in this class. Him and Quinyon Mitchell, I think, are 1A, 1B. And bringing back – you mean bringing back John Jenkins? Which I'd like to bring back the OG, man. Bring him back. Man, he played really well for us last year, man. Bring him back as like a rotational piece on that D line. Him and Adam Butler. I wouldn't be against bringing both those guys back on the cheap. You know what I mean? Why not? Let me see. Salute to everybody. 1,800 people deep. We are hour in. Salute to you guys, man. Wipe them feet, man. Pay your bar tabs. You already know what time it is, man. We salute all you guys. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Salute to El Chito. I think Mumford can hold down that right tackle spot. I need to see more from him. Because I thought he looked better at left tackle than he did at right.
Yeah, he did. He actually did. He played phenomenal at left tackle, bro. But
Yeah.
the thing is, you need more than anything is just the depth. The reason why we've been able to kind of stay above water is because we've had so much depth over the last few years in the offensive line, right? So if you're going to pencil Mumford in, you got to bring somebody in either to be behind him or whatever. You got to kind of balance this shit because this thing is like a war of attrition in the National Football League. You're probably not going to make it to the end of the season with the starting lineup that you had.
Yeah, bro, we are almost 2,000 deep in the chat. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to 11. Do you believe Dalton Wagner was really hurt? That is a question that a lot of us were trying to ask. Did they just stash him away and just kind of, make him that? Because look, we already had Jermaine Illuminor and Mumford at right tackle, two guys that can, kick in, kick out. I think that they kind of did stash him away.
Yeah, that was the Josh McDaniels scholarship. That's all that was, man.
I like that. But 11, I do believe there was something there with Dalton Wagner. You know what I mean? Salute the memo, my guy. Hope the Raiders get Daniels. But let me see. It takes two to tango. Don't think any of the top 3 teams want to trade. If not, I would be happy with Penix at 13. And I agree with you, brother. I agree. Salute to Mondo as well. That content. And also salute to our brother Top Beats for gifting 5 Wasted Talent memberships. Salute
the great and powerful Top Beats. Thank you, my brother.
Yes.
Appreciate you, bro.
Love, brother. Love. Salute to all the new members in the chat. Frank Gore to LV, make it happen, Pierce. I'm not against that, man. Always great to have that bloodline. You know what I mean? But I think he's going to be a Niner, man. I think that it's meant to happen.
Yeah, but is he any good, though?
He is, bro. I watched his tape. He's
okay. There's like 5 running backs I would take.
I mean, he's a late round guy, potentially even a UDFA. But
yeah, like that dude. There's 5. I think the best thing about Frank Gore Jr. is his name is Frank Gore.
Come on, man. He actually was productive in college, bro. I know.
Bro, I'm not saying he's some bum, but I'm just saying, like, when you got the Ray Davises of the world out there, that Blake out there, it's like, come on, bro.
And to be real, there's a lot of names. There's a lot of names out there. I actually have a shit ton of favorite running backs in this draft. I knew this class was deep, but when I went to the combine, bro, I'm telling you, the scouts were talking. I know it may sound. I was there the day the QBs, wide receivers, and running backs ran, but those scouts and those people in that building were really excited about this wide receiver and this running back class. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real. I didn't really hear Frank Gore's name out there. I didn't hear it, but that doesn't mean nothing. He could potentially be a steal. We don't know. Salute to Lord Buddy Bear as well. Being an FSU fan, is there any FSU players you guys would like to draft? Fisk. I would like Trey Benson, and Trey Benson he's going to be the first running back off the board. This dude is a fucking dog. And he blew the roof off at the combine as well. He definitely raised his stock. I can see Trey Benson, but we're not going running back that early, Lord Buddy. He'll probably be a second round guy. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. I don't see us going that early for a running back. And maybe the team reaches in the first round.
Pickups, I can see it.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. But I love Trey Benson, but I'm not going that route. Fisk is the only guy I'm looking at. And then, you guys have a great edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? That is probably going to go, top 10, top 15. And we don't really need to identify that. You know what I'm saying? Jaheim Bell, I believe the tight end, he could play running back. He can play tight end. He's kind of like this player that can kind of get it. He's a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, he's like a Frank Wycheck of this era. Rest in peace.
Yeah, but Jared Verse, not going to be a Raider. He'll probably be gone in the top 10. Fisk is a guy that I would love to see a Raider. Trey Benson's not going to be a Raider because we're not going running back that early. But maybe like I said, maybe a Jaheim Bell. Maybe you can get him in those mid to later rounds. I'm not against that. Not against that at all. Let me see, man. And let's get a couple more comments in before we get out of here because I see wasted talent about to pass out.
Yo, why are you always putting that on me?
Bro, when you see Jan 3, you know what time it is with wasted talent. That was the 3rd Jan. That means that he is about to be the fuck out of here.
Act like you know me or something, bro.
Yo, hey, keep it real, bro. You are reaching, King. Golly, Blake Corum is the next Barry. There is no next Barry. There's no next Barry.
Stop your lies.
There's no next Bo Jackson. There's no next Barry. No. Keep it real, but I love Blake Corum. Salute to our class.
What though, man? There's a next JJ McCarthy, man. Let me tell you something, man. I'll tell you, when I saw JJ McCarthy down at that con, how you doing, Graphk, man? I'm sorry for just
no
interrupting the show, man. I'll tell you something, man.
It's a
hey,
blessing.
man.
let me tell you something, man. When I saw J.J. McCarthy, man, I felt it in my plums, man. Felt it in my plums, man. We could put it in your sack lunch, man. I tell you, man, he's big, he's strong, 6'3", man. Rocket arm. Great arm talent. Let me tell you, Graphk, him, man. And you know, there was another guy I saw there, man. Nathan Peterman, man. Let me tell you. That guy's got it all, man.
All neck. All neck.
That's right. He's the all neck all stars, man. Let me tell you. If you want to win, man, go get Nathan Peterman, man. And guys, hey, chat, I know you guys haven't seen me in a long time. I want to tell you guys to do one favor for me, man. Knock on wood if you're with me, man. Have a good night.
Salute to our brother Groove. Braylon Allen in the 4th round of Jacobs Leap. I think that Braylon goes earlier than that, Q. I think he's a 3rd round pick. The young kid out of Wisconsin, dude is 6'2", monster. I see him going in the 2nd round, potentially 3rd round. I mean, I can't say 2nd. I'll say 3rd round. I see Braylon Allen on the board.
Yeah, that's a little early for him.
Yeah, let me see. Salute to Jesse. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Salute to Jesse. All right, let's say we have a suitor. Max and DA off the table. What can we give up to get JD in the top 3? So you're saying Max is off the table and Devontae's off the table. There's only one guy, and we talked about it before, it's Colton Miller. You know what I'm saying? But then you're going to have to fill in the blank with the left tackle. You know what I mean? So I just look, I don't think you need, at this point, you may not have to move on from a player in order to move up to the top 3, though. This may not be a DJ Moore situation.
It don't even matter. Let me tell you something, bro. There's not a player on this roster that's not named Devontae Adams and Max Crosby that can even get the conversation started to get you to where you need to be to draft a quarterback. That shit is a pipe dream, and it ain't going to happen. And I don't mean to be negative, but you got to start thinking about people that you can actually have a swing at. Unless Jaden Daniels is not looked at as highly as we think. That shit happens every year. We had guys like Will Levis going, and we had guys like Anthony Richardson last year going in the 2nd round, right? And then when we get to the draft,
go ahead. Yeah.
Then when we get to the draft, it wasn't that way. This is what we thought, based off of he didn't play that. He's in Florida. He only played 1 year. All this shit. That's not how these teams look at it. Yo, you had Anthony Richardson for the Colts. He was their number 1 player on the board.
Yeah,
they would have moved heaven and earth to get him. No one saw that coming.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We got to wait.
Demokes, I did not see a super chat at all, my brother. Just put your question in the comment section and I got you, King. I didn't see a super. My apologies. It's a lot going on in the chat, man. We got a lot of people in here tonight, man. Salute. Wipe them feet, y'all. Pay your bar tabs. Hit them thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Salute to Pablo. Who's a sneaky late rounder you saw at the combine you want the Raiders to pick up? Raiders. And I mean, it's not sneaky anymore, but it's Ray. It's Ray Davis. This is a guy that is in a lot of mock drafts. He's there in the 6th. Sometimes he's there in the 7th.
And we got 3 7th-round picks.
Yeah. So if he's available, I would definitely look at him.
Joe Milton.
Dog, I'm not a Joe Milton fan, man.
You stop your lies.
Not, bro. Arm strength.
Big, strong. He can throw the ball hard. Al Davis is smiling down from the heavens, baby.
Hey, Pablo. Anthony Gold, the young special teams ace out of Oregon State. Keep an eye on him. The guy can return punts at a high clip. You're not going to probably get a lot of reps out of him at the receiver position. We don't need that. We need a real, true special teams guy. If you can draft Anthony Gold in the 7th round with one of those picks, he's one of them because he was actually talked about a lot at the combine as well. And if you watch his tape, actually he balled at the Senior Bowl too. I believe he ran one back as well. You know what I mean? So Anthony Gold, keep an eye on Anthony Gold. Salute to Pablo. Salute to Pern. Little cousin, great shape, been training with Max. Who are you talking about, Pern? Oh, you talking about John Jenkins. Yes, salute to Pern, my brother. That's John Jenkins' cousin. There you have it. Love it, man. Love it.
The big fella.
The big fella. Let me see. Let me get a few more. Another great show. Can't wait for the next one. Salute to Frank, our dog. Our dog. Let me see. Break them thumbs. When does Hunter Renfrow go? Salute to Eddie. Soon. Joseph, I don't know if Tyreek McAllister is even going to make the roster. At this point, I will use him as a kick returner, but I don't know if he's going to make the roster yet. And I'll be real. If you can get an Anthony Gold in those late rounds, I think he's an upgrade over Tyreek McAllister. Let me see. And that shit ain't leather. Other than that, man, I would hate to leave with 1,900 people in the building. You want to take a couple more comments? Let's take a couple more comments before we get out of here. How about the McCaffrey kid? I mean, bro, he looked good out there as well. He can replace Renfro, and we can have equality. Look, I think at this point, Hunter Renfro's gone. You just insert Trey Tucker as the slot guy, and we're good to go, right? Or
what is the problem with Raider Nation, bro?
Or you upgrade your perimeter, or say, let's just say we get another perimeter wide receiver, and you put Jacoby in the slot, where he played predominantly in New England.
Bro, defense, bro. Stop trying to have fucking 50 wide receivers. There's only one football. But you know what? You can have a bunch of defensive tackles to slam Kermit Mahomes on his goddamn back. You guys need to start calibrating your expectations better.
We see. Hold on. Oh, my God. DeMokes is stupid. Now I see what he said. He said, go get that kid from Goodhart, Dixon Cider. Yeah.
I have nothing to say.
DeMokes.
You just said you read that. You just read that. That's on you. That's on your file right now, yo.
Yeah.
So what did you say you wanted again?
He said that. DeMokes.
No, you just read that. You know you ain't supposed to read that, bro.
Bro, hey, bro, he paid for it, bro. I'm not gonna just not read DeMokes shit, because I mean, come on, that's our guy, bro.
Graphk said, listen. He goes, listen.
Man, who the fuck are you, fam?
The Dixon Cider. What the fuck is going on right
now? Yo, that shit ain't leather, man.
It's not leather at all, yo.
Yeah, man. Nah, but y'all, salute as always. Coming up almost an hour and a half. We're not gonna beat this shit to shit. You know what I mean? We already kind of talked about a lot. Don't do that today, Wasted. We have too much dirt on you, doggy. Relax. Keep those little funny ass facial expressions to yourself, King. Do not do that, because you absolutely fumbled the bag. You fumbled the rock numerous times on this line.
Whoa, easy, King. We not gonna do this shit. King.
Yo, that shit is funny as shit, man. He said that's not the worst. That's not the worst thing Graphk said today, but it was the funniest. Yo, everybody keeps saying a mock, man. I don't want to beat this mock shit to death, man. Like, I really want to wait to do our next mock once free agency is up, because then we can have some fun with it, because then we know our actual, like, where we're going to go with it. I think I'm going to hold off until next week, until I do my next mock. I want to see that tampering window open up, and then we kind of see where we're going. You know what I mean? So I'm going to hold off with the mock. I did one this morning. Wasted tried. He just couldn't figure the shit out.
So, man, you always taking shots. Boomer, yo, I'm a boomer, right? But yo, I'm a boomer as if you're not a boomer.
Salute the Mondo.
You didn't get walked through on it too? On the air?
What you mean?
Do that mock draft shit.
Hey, I figured it out, motherfucker. You didn't.
So I can't figure it out now?
I saved you. I said, let's wait till tonight. Yo, salute to Adam. Great show, boys. Salute to you, brother. Salute to Jesse. Love the show. Appreciate you all for real, man. Thank you, Jesse, so much. And you guys are the ones that make this show. I just want y'all to know. You're wasting ain't shit. We just pull up and talk Raiders shit, and you guys provide a lot. You know what I mean? That energy for us to be able to do this. So salute to you guys. Salute to Rube on the way out. I know there are great DTs in the draft and free agency. If Jenkins leaves or retires, are we relying on a kid from Carolina to be our next nose tackle? Sweat is the only true nose tackle in the draft I can see starting day one. And that's what I'm afraid of, man. Like, I don't want to go get that like true nose that early, because the latest Sweat's gone is in the third round. He's going in the second probably, though. And he doesn't really provide that much, production as a sack artist. Yeah, like he's definitely gonna command a lot of double teams, which could be great for us. I do want to see what we have with the kid out of Carolina. He's only 24 years old. You know, if you watch him at Kentucky, he has some really great tape. I don't know if that's going to translate. But we just draft. You know, what I mean, we just got Severa. Who's to say that maybe he doesn't get his shit together and he could potentially be the guy that you throw in there at nose?
Hey, man, you know what the thing is? You're not always featuring a nose tackle. You know what I'm saying? You're not always featuring one. And that's the issue. And to be honest with you, look, man, it is Chris Jones, Christian Wilson, or Big Cat or bust. Yeah. And everything else is uncivilized. That shit is not leather.
At all.
It's not.
I love this. Thank you all for the super chats, comments, input. Welcome to all our new members. click the like button and subscribe to the show. You guys, we will be back with another Graphk and Wasted or another Wasted and Graphk show this week. I can promise you guys this. We want to do at least 2, maybe 3 tops a week. So stay tuned, and we're going to get Stu on as well sometime this week to break down the combine and all that good stuff. Q said this was definitely leather, man. Salute to you.
Hey, Q, you know what's leather? Your sideburns is leather.
That shit leather. So don't trip, Docs. I got wasted with beef stew. God.
The most is a piece of shit, yo.
Salute to the Mokes, man. Now I'm gonna get off you guys and go watch my kids get absolutely blown out by the Lakers.
Yo, man, F you, the Mokes. See you tomorrow.
Guys, as always, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. On the way out, wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button. Love y'all. We outro.